What's up guys, it's Black Fiesta, back with a solo dinner on the Battlegrounds, all in under 10 minutes. To start off, I landed just west of Quarry at two small villages. I got some pretty decent loot with an AKM and M16A4 and a couple of meds, but I had to move for circle. After a quick drive and loot around Georgia Paul, I moved on to the fields just northeast of there, as the circle had positioned itself between Yasnia and Sevenin, which is when I saw the crate drop aeroplane and I decided I'd move for the crate. At this point, as I arrived, I saw a UAZ already parked quite close to the crate, so I hopped off my bike, took a couple of shots at the guy and realised that there was someone to my left that had already killed him. As I turned round I could see the guy proning in the grass, so I popped up and hit a couple of shots off and managed to kill him. After a quick loot of the two dead guys, I decided it was time to move towards the bunker. As I lay prone on the top checking the hill, I could hear someone moving underneath me. So I quickly popped up and the guy was there to the left and I finished him off. After a quick loot of his corpse, I decided I was going to take his UAZ and then thought it's probably best to stay quiet here and I'm quite close to circle so I can run it. As I was pushing, I saw a guy across the field to the southeast. I decided to take a couple of shots. There wasn't the best of shots, I got a couple of hits but nothing spectacular. At this point I realised there was only 10 seconds left for circle, so I decided it was probably best to get a move on, seeing as I was still a little way out. I moved up to the next set of trees and took a couple of pot shots at the guy. Still unable to kill him, I carried on pushing for circle. Got to the next tree, turned around and saw him standing in the open. Bit of bad accuracy from myself, but I managed to get the kill in the end. Then it was decided at this point I would push the yellow house just to the east of me. It was better than running through open fields. As I'm pushing down, I took a couple of shots. I got hit once. As I turned towards the yellow house, I saw a guy out the corner of my eye, just inside the building. Switched to the outside, killed him. Shots at me. I think it was from the east or the northeast, but I couldn't be too sure, so I just hid inside, healed up, and then got moving again. At this point, I thought it best to head straight for the trees. Opportunity to give the best cover, plus I wasn't standing out in the middle of the field. At this point, I was getting shots, but I'm not sure where it was from. I thought it was from the hill. After seeing the footage again, it definitely wasn't. It was from the northwest. So I decided to push towards where the fire was. I took a couple of shots at the bush, right, you know, the guy pops out of there, and I finished him too. After a quick loot and a couple of meds, I decided it was pushed to the east and hopefully stay somewhere where there was some sort of tree I could stay behind. At this point, the circle started moving in and I realised the tree was out of bounds, so I just lay prone in the grass just in front of me. Then I thought I'd try and throw the guy off who was left because he'd already killed the third guy. So I threw a smoke across to the left, hoping he would pop up thinking I was going to run across the field. That wasn't the case, so I decided I'd crawl a little bit closer to the circle. Which is when I saw the bush to my right, and I thought, could this guy be bushwalking like the last guy I've just killed? So I took a couple of shots. There was no one in there, unfortunately. I probably gave my position away, but the guy didn't spot me, so after I found that there was no one in there, I decided it was best to just carry on crawling to circle, seeing as there was only like 5 seconds left until it started moving in, and this one chunks really bad. I quickly jumped up over there, saw him, had the AK on full auto, jumped up, sprayed him, he died instantly.